Hi, so I'm Slater. This is Left Wing Fruit Podcast. With me is my guest. Very happy you to be here. Is Tianna Sarra. And Tianna, I got a question for you right off the bat. What was your worst experience at a doctor or dentist?
Well, shit. Um, we started the podcast and I'm already I don't know.
You don't know?
No, okay. Doctor, dentist, every fucking experience.
Every experience?
No.
There's got to be one that at least like stands out. Like, man, that's pretty shit. Well, have you ever got you haven't gotten your wisdom teeth out yet?
No.
That will definitely be your worst experience.
I feel like that probably will be, but I'm excited for it because I want to see myself on drugs. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, so when I had mine gotten out, when they had removed mine, I got it at the same time my brother had it done, but we also, this girl went to my school named Sarra, she got hers done the same day, just I think an hour later.
Mm-hmm.
So me and Riley left, just like foaming her, like cotton in her mouth, we're just like, like, just laughing, like there was some dude, like they had filled us with like morphine and stuff like that, and like they had sent us out the door and there was like a Panago right beside our dentist, and then a poster of this old man smiling, like big wide smile, and I would start pointing at it going and so then yeah, we got home, like we were eating chicken noodle soup, and like the noodles got caught in like your tongue because you didn't know you were eating, so like once you're kind of like chugging it back, like you didn't realize how much food's actually in your mouth. You're just like sitting there with like noodles in your mouth, and it's a bad time. But the girl Sierra, who went after we did, she she'd gone in, and I guess when she had gotten out, she came out with a black eye. So we're just like, what could have happened? Like she start moving or something, and like the dentist kind of like, holy shit, like,
Oh, she's alive. Shit. Okay.
sedate her. Start punching. But yeah, no, this was right before Christmas, and like they had taken us to the
holidays.
Oh, I know, right? And like Christmas Eve, whole family went to the keg, and me and Riley were there just suffering, eating steak. It was a great time.
Well, that must have been a lovely Christmas.
Oh, it was great Christmas. Morphine addiction, it was great. Anyway, so yeah, so practically it's just the two of us. Unfortunately, we couldn't get Lucas is out, Kieran's out in the United States of America, and Jeremy's doing Jeremy things. Aiden, well, who knows with that guy? Aiden's always up to something.
Are you sure they're all alive still, or?
You know what? I don't actually talk to them. They kind of just show up at my house. They're like coming to pick me up, like, hey, we're going to do this podcast, and I'm just like, okay. This time I woke up with the microphone tied to the roof with a note saying "Do or Die." So it's things that happen. We're very organized usually. So
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Whatever you're into, but
yeah, it's just the things we do.
I support it.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's always a good time. So one of the first things I wanted to bring up, this has been an ongoing topic for a while now, having to do with North Korea getting nuclear weapons. I don't really enjoy news on social media. I try to go to either Global, CBC, try to avoid CNN, but sometimes go on there.
Actually, not Fox News are the best.
Oh, actually, yeah, Fox News 100% get all my news for. Did you guys know that Obama is actually Osama bin Laden?
Well,
Osama. Barack, Iraq.
Oh,
Hussein, Saddam Hussein. Anyway, we kind of got off topic, but practically, I don't like to go on Twitter and get news from there, but this one definitely caught my eye just because how stupid it was. It was a article saying how South Korea is planning to assassinate Kim Jong-un, and it's just, I don't know if it's me, I don't know if it's a common sense thing or a logic thing, but find it quite odd that someone would post or share information about that, especially since assassination is mostly a secretive thing. You don't really share that information with someone.
Well, if you think about it, usually a lot of things broadcasted now where it's, hey, we have this idea, let's tell everyone about it.
No one's gonna pay attention.
And it, just why the fuck not? And clearly now everyone knows, so...
Well, it has to do with a lot of things, though. There'll be a protest about it, and say in Missouri they were doing protests about, you know, Black Lives Matter and all that stuff like that, and everyone was like, oh yeah, like, yeah, good for them, like, keep protesting, and then they kind of just sit back and it's just another article of news that goes by, and then there's something new that comes up and that catches their eye, and then it goes on. It's really in one ear out the other, and they just kind of
it's really funny though. Like, I personally avoid the news as much as possible, even though
it's hard to believe.
It's inevitable to, like, you always end up hearing news, whether on social media or somewhere from someone, but I avoid it because it's just so depressing, and I just dislike.
It's not even that.
It's all just negative.
It is all negative, but it's also, it's gone to the point where in society it's hard to believe anything anyone says. Like, especially definitely. On news, and like, you can't believe what they're telling you.
No, but like, even if you think about it, a news story, after it's said, it's because something occurred. So something occurred, or is going to occur, quote unquote, like this news story about North Korea assassination.
Yep.
And then after it's talked about in the news, they push it along and they have to talk about something else. So literally, that thing that you are so, like, it's so important at the moment, it's a 24-hour thing. As soon as you talk about it, then okay, that's an issue in the past. Then we can move forward and talk about other shit that's going on. It's
just it's a never-ending cycle, and I don't see much change happening anytime soon. Like, for, like, even I would say, like, the only real things that stay for a long period of time on the news are either tragedies. No, yeah, they're mostly just tragedies. Like, I'd say, like, the Boston bombings. That went on for, I'd say, a month and a half. There was news topics on that.
But isn't it really interesting, or it's kind of funny in a sense, that why do these certain random news stories last for such long periods of time? And especially, like, I notice on social media, for instance, like, of course, the big thing out right now is Harambe. Okay, he died
obviously
a couple months ago. I don't know how long I think it's been longer than that.
It's been so long.
It's been a long time.
It feels like yesterday to me. Every day.
Okay, we're getting emotional here.
Yeah.
It's okay to cry.
All right.
So it's a sensitive topic.
Yeah,
should we not talk about it?
No, we're okay. We're okay.
So, the gorilla ape that should not be named. Wait, is it gorilla or an ape? Gorilla. The primate. The primate. It's a big thing right now, but
this hairy fucking monkey got shot. Okay, that's how it happened, and people got upset, and now people keep going talking about it.
When it first happened, no one really. Okay, it got brought to the spotlight, but no one was so invested in it. Like the hashtag Dicks Out for Harambe and the.
When it came out, it was like it was a fight. It was a fight like everything else. There's a debate. Like, oh. Well, it's a good thing that the gorilla got shot. Like, good thing kid, or it's the parents' fault. Like, the parents should get like, I'd see stuff like that, and you're like, really? Like,
well, okay. There's two things about this topic, for example, that so when these things happen in the media that everyone is talking about, everyone is so, like, has a spotlight on it. Usually, there's things going on behind the scene. That's why it's so brought up into the spotlight. So, for instance, I think it was at one point, you know, those stupid things like the dress, whether it's blue and whatever, or gold. That shit, when that shit was going on, they were passing a bill. I think it was the C-51 bill for. I think, I can't for sure say, but that bill was for the government being allowed to monitor everything we do on social media. They can access anything and everything.
I think it was C-51.
I think it was C-51. Yeah. So when shit's in the spotlight, things happen behind the scene, and it's kind of interesting how.
Now that you say that, because I remember there was an event going on before the Boston bombings that I remembered. I just can't put my number because it got wiped.
That's what I mean. I'm pretty sure something happened during that time,
and then it just got wiped, and that's just something that goes on throughout history.
I know, like, a lot of things, because 9/11 happened recently. I know people...
Recently?
No.
Okay, the day, yeah.
I mean, of course it happened. That sounds so bad. But anyways, the actual shit. September 11th.
2016.
Oh, God. Okay, but you know how that date occurs, and then people talk about never forget.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of things... have risen, because I follow a lot of, like, conspiracy pages on Facebook and whatnot, how when it was 2001, that's when it occurred, the day...
You sure?
2016, sorry. The day after it occurred, there was actually something to do in the Pentagon, like a bill, not a bill, or
it was I believe it was an insurance
thing.
Yeah, they claimed, and I think there's so much to go into.
There's so many conspiracy theories, so many things that go on, but the one that, because that was more recent, the actual date, 9/11, that people remember, that stuff rose in the media, and I saw how shit happened, and it just got swept aside because 9/11 happened, and it's crazy how these extravagant things, especially negative things that happen in the media that we hear about, we see, is because it's to distract the public, to look at something else, focus on something else rather than of what shit they're trying to accomplish, this new world order, if you are familiar with that, how everyone should be the same.
Oh, let me tell you, I have a good friend, Casey, and hopefully we'll have him on for one of the podcasts, but before he was very much into spirituality and stuff like that, man, conspiracies, I'd come to class every day and he'd have something new for me on the table, like, did you know when you do this, an eye appears, and like, okay, yeah, that's great, man, and then like just keep going like that, and just like, but I learned a lot through him, but I also just learned a lot just through social media in general, because it feels like there's so many people who have these facts, and they'll keep preaching them, but no matter how much they'll say and how much they'll post about it, it always gets overswept by something new that comes up in the news.
Well, it's also interesting when things are brought to the spotlight, like for instance how you talked about Black Lives Matter. Yeah. It's a very sensitive topic that once something is in the spotlight, that really makes it so people want to voice their opinion and have their opinion heard, that it becomes such a negative thing. Black Lives Matter, for instance, I know it's very sensitive to talk about. People will probably bitch at me if I say anything about it.
I expect like at least one comment saying, Slater, why do you hate people? And I'll just be like, hey, everyone's equal.
Yeah, everyone has their own opinion, and they shouldn't be shamed for how they feel or looked down on for it. So like for Black Lives Matter, of course all lives matter, but the only reason Black Lives Matter is a thing is because they do have a lesser value in society's eye than, let's say, a white person, a white male, for instance, compared to a black male. It's just the way the world works, and I'm learning that also because I'm taking sociology.
Yeah, you'll learn a lot about that.
Yeah, one of my teachers is talking about that, for instance, that and feminism, how these movements, they have a purpose to them, a good purpose, but they are all radical movements. They are to the total extreme.
Yeah, and that's how it always ends up. It's such a good cause and it's such a good idea, and there's idiots within the group that ruin it for everyone, and that's for anything in general.
Yeah, because it is a main thing that everyone has an opinion on, but people are so rude and negative about it because they want their opinion to be heard, or they don't care about the cause, they just want to be heard, and it's just a whole bunch of people nipping at each other's necks, and it's turning this trying to change for the better into a division of people, of race, religion.
You could not go on a comment section or any debate without someone who is trying to voice their opinion and just being told, no, you're an idiot, you shouldn't think that way, you're so stupid. Because people, it's not very much it's not that they're stubborn, but it's a pride thing as well. Yes, once they have their own opinion, it's almost so impossible to sway some people, and it's not necessarily them. It's how they're raised. It's just their ideologies. Like, you can't really sway them into a different direction. But once once they get their opinion that they have, you cannot make them change their mind, and that's why it's so hard to change things.
Well, that's the hardest thing to accept, is that with certain things, well, if you look at people individually as decisions that we make, you can tell someone, like, after you've gone through this journey, path, whatnot, you can tell them exactly what they need to do in order to succeed, or like if it's a guarantee that if you do this will be the outcome. But at the end of the day, the ultimate thing is that people make their own decisions. You can't change someone. You can try guiding them to the right path, but it's ultimately their own personal decision for change.
That's for anything in general. If they're just a life path, even if you're going through everyone's an individual, and no matter how many, like, I'm sure people have had talks with their friends saying, oh, it's gonna be okay, just keep doing this. Sure, the words are helpful, and you're probably 100% right when you're saying them, but it's at the end of the day, it's up to that individual to actually make the decisions and steps they want, and it's hard to, it's hard for a lot of people.
Well, yeah, especially when it, like, let's say you're very close with someone and you see them going down a wrong path and you tell them what they're doing and whatnot. They really have to take that path themselves in order to change if they want to go down that path continuously, or change back into who they were, into someone else. Like, it's all these different roads, and everything plays a key part, and I'm a big believer in everything happens for a reason. But yeah, it's your own decision of how you want to be, who you want to be. Yeah. It's a lot of factors.
Whole lot of factors. At this point in the show, I say. Like we're popular. And so
whatever makes you sleep at night, sweetie.
I don't. Anyway, so we're gonna do this is part of the show we're gonna do it's called oh my goodness, I almost forgot the name. It's out this week. Lucas usually does this part. This is my first time doing it.
It's the first time for everyone.
Yeah, swiping the card. I'm in. Movies. Oh my goodness. So the first. Okay, I just want. So, you know, I usually on these podcasts I go rant about Lucas sometimes, and I think like this is probably like the way he had set up this list for me is just so wrong on so many levels. So movies so far is Miss Peregrine's? Is it Peregrine's? How do you pronounce that?
Peregrine's?
Home for Peculiar Children. That's sure to be a box office hit. Deepwater Horizon. Okay, that's just literally someone putting a bunch of words together and make it sound cool.
They're sounding very like inspirational. Like
I know,
put that on a postcard or something. Or inspirational on your walls. Like look into the mirror every day and be like, Deepwater Horizon. Wow.
That's the name. That's like a name of an indie band. We are Deepwater Horizon. I sing songs about my dorm room and how we talk to girls in the dorm room, and there's beer cans above my window. So another movie is Masterminds with. Why did he put? He put the three actors and the two actors and the main actress so Jason Sudeikis. I probably butchered that. Christian Wiig and Owen Wilson.
What about Zach Galifianakis? He's like one of the...
Lucas! When you make a list, you put Zach fucking Galifianakis. You don't leave him out. He's the only reason probably people are going to see this movie.
He's the pretty much key to the whole movie, because isn't the whole concept of it is Kristen Wiig and Owen Wilson, they're dating, but they're getting Zach Galifianakis, who's this dumbass, to commit a crime for them so they can get all this money, and then they spend it carelessly, and that's how they get caught, and they want to get rid of Zach Galifianakis because that's the only tie they have to the crime. And
I'm just gonna quote Owen Wilson here. Lucas, if I could describe this list to you. Wow. So games coming up.
Wait, also one movie I want to talk about that I've heard was good, Magnificent Seven.
Really? I've heard very mixed things about that.
I've heard good reviews that because it's a Western movie.
It's a Western movie.
Western movies are...
But it's a remake.
Oh, it is a remake.
It's a remake.
I didn't know that. Okay, I know that it's...
And it's Chris Pratt, which is weird.
I'm a fan of Chris Pratt since Guardians of the Galaxy.
I feel like he's going down like a Bradley Cooper path where that he made it big in The Hangover, and then now he's just going in all these movies, and like Jennifer Lawrence is doing it with now, and like...
Well, Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence are gonna be in another movie called Passenger, I think, that I recall. Wow. It's about them. They're supposed to be frozen for 120 years in space, but they both wake up. So then it's a love story / trying to get back to Earth. And
wow.
I feel like movies, they're either making shitty remakes or they're coming up with the shittiest ideas.
People can't make original content anymore. It's really sad.
It's really bad. And like, because I am a big fan of TV and film and the acting and theater industry, everything about that. But even when I watch movies, like, I totally notice continuity errors and just little things that can be so preventable. Like,
and they just kind of...
If this is a main industry, they should be able to catch these things, because I've made better movies in TV and film.
Yeah,
like...
one I'm going to bring up, because I'm going to use it as my scapegoat now for, like, a decent movie that had just bad qualities is Suicide Squad. It was so jumpy, and the music didn't fit.
It was so fast.
The villain sucked.
No, it was trying to be like Guardians of the Galaxy. You know how they had the famous songs thrown in there, but it was like...
It was over the dialogue, so you'd like hear House of the Rising Sun, and then you'd hear like Will Smith like, like in the background, like it's just terrible. Yeah. Yep. So anyway, games coming out. You miss sidetrack over here. Come on.
I know. I'm actually really bad at that shit.
Games. FIFA 17 for PS4 and Xbox One. If you're a soccer fan, I'm sure as hell not, but if you are, hey,
I know I've never really been into sports games. I've always been into shooting or arcade.
You're a shooter?
Yeah. Oh man.
Alright, so yeah, I'll shoot myself after that. So on TV coming out Wednesday on the 28th. Yeah, Wednesday on the 28th. Criminal Minds is back. Friday the 30th, Netflix series Luke Cage. Not sure how that one's gonna be. Sunday, October 1st, SNL is returning. They've
gone so downhill.
They've gone very down.
They're not funny. They just make stupid, gross, random, weird jokes aren't funny.
I'm sorry, but I forget the name. She's in the new Ghostbusters. What's her name?
Melissa McCarthy?
No, the black lady.
Leslie?
Dude, I can't stand that girl.
Really?
I cannot stand
She's
that
really
lady.
loud and aggressive.
Yeah, in everything she's in. Man. She's just like, hey, this kid needs a sassy black girl.
I think she's in Masterminds too. She's the sheriff.
Holy shit! All right.
I love that. I like the blonde chick. I don't remember her name.
Wait, is she still there?
She's in Ghostbusters.
Oh shit!
She makes Hillary Clinton impersonations.
Why do I think that's not Kristen Wiig?
That's not Kristen Wiig. She left a while ago.
Yeah, she left a while ago. It's her, man.
Oh, I know her name, but I can't think of it.
I will Google it after we do this damn list of Lucas Jackmans. So
shout out to
I'm just gonna end it here because it's October 2nd. It's the last list.
Oh.
Ash versus the Evil Dead. Elementary is back. Shameless. Madame's Secretary. Yeah. Westworld, HBO, which is a futuristic Wild West theme adults only amusement park where anything goes. And it's on HBO, so it has to be good.
And that means there's swearing and nudity allowed.
Wow. Yep. Love my TV shows with swearing and nudity.
Who doesn't?
Most of the Christian community and anyone with children.
Did you just assume shit?
No, I just fucking know.
Smart.
So we're gonna go on a rant about this one because people always are trying to make money in the stupidest ways possible. Whether you want whether you want a trip to Mars for the rest of your life, whether you want a new Ferrari that runs strictly on oil made from eucalyptus leaves, I don't fucking know. Anyway, so
that was a creative.
That was quite creative
connection there.
Yeah, I just thought of marsupials, and I was like, what do they eat? Marsupials. Yeah, like koalas, kangaroos, platypuses.
Would you like to elaborate
let me tell you about marsupials, man. Yeah, marsupials are really neat. Yeah. They got pouches and shit. Nobody else has that. They keep their kids in there. If a kangaroo is running with her child and the enemy's catching up with her, the predator's catching up with her, she will dump that kid and keep running. I'm being 100% serious. Oh you know God. The term like women and children first? Yeah, so you realize how woman's in the front, so the mom's just going to toss that kid out no matter what.
Every man for themselves. Holy shit. Kangaroos don't give a fuck.
They really don't. They'll make another. They don't care. It just grows out in the
not
pouch.
Wrong.
Yeah.
God.
But yeah, so Fukushima, the nuclear reactor in Japan. So after they had, they had the earthquake in, was it 2012, 2011?
Can't recall, but a couple years ago.
It was a while ago. Kind of like 9/11, right?
2016.
Yeah, something like that. So
we're making jokes about that. I'm sorry, but it is also a conspiracy theory. Like that was an inside job. Fucking Bush did 9/11. God damn.
I'm not sorry. I'm a morbid piece of shit. Anyway, so not Mormon. I said morbid. It sounded like Mormon when it came out.
That sounds way better.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh my god. I am not this person.
Actually, this is great. I should probably point this out now because I did this too. Prior, I'd mentioned Casey. I'd started hanging out with him so much that when I laughed, he had I have a high pitched laugh that I do. So I've been hanging with Tianna so much now that she's taken my Windex cleaner sound effect laugh that I have, and it's kind of it's a blessing. It's a curse. Yeah, it's a curse. I'm so sorry.
I don't know how to deal with it, but I can't escape it. Yeah,
it's like holding back. I can't fucking. Anyway, man, smoking hearts, breaking hearts. All right, so actually, probably people after they do this are gonna go because so in Fukushima where they had the nuclear reactor after the earthquake. They are now making it. It's going to become the world's next macabre tourist hotspot. So people will pay to go here. They will be given hazmat suits, and they will be going into Fukushima to check it out and go there as a tourist attraction. Like, it's like, haven't people learned, from what's it, Chernobyl? Like, nobody learned from that nuclear waste isn't good for people. Like,
well, people aren't that bright.
No.
Plus, the whole green thing.
The green is the money.
People will do anything to make money, so they're.
I'd do some really sick things for some money. I would.
Why do I associate with you then?
Because I pay you.
You
gotta make money somehow, right? Do you think I have friends and then they come to these podcasts? No, I pay them heavy amounts of money so that they can be here and talk.
Yep, because
I'm actually in a separate room because they don't want to be in the same room as me.
Yeah, we're all materialistic people.
Yep.
That's how we live. That's
there's
how we
a glass.
associate.
There's a glass window between me and Tianna right now. I'm actually I'm at the psych ward. They don't allow me to leave. They kind of just keep me in here and they throw a microphone.
Well, it's good you look good and white though, at least you.
Yeah, I haven't moved my arms in a very long time. They're kind of just strained.
Yeah, I told you just blink 3 times if you need me to scratch something because you can't move your arms.
Dick. Anyway, so we're gonna go. We're gonna move on to another topic because I actually this one was actually quite. I found it hilarious. Probably shouldn't. It's kind of fucked up.
Ooh.
But I feel like it's gonna be the next Harambe thing. I'm thinking it's gonna be up there. It's gonna be up there with.
We should talk about it now.
Yeah.
Talking is a great way of the healing process.
I choked on my words after I said it, but sure. Also, Cecil the lion. We could talk about those two. We're pretty big in social media.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I have to address I'm a lover of animals. I disagree with how they died, but no one fucking knew about Harambe and Cecil until it came in the media, and then they're like, "What the fuck?" Now I have an opinion on it because it's in the spotlight. That's just, it bothers me. But rest in peace.
I don't know if this snake is dead though.
Oh.
It might be. It's still alive. I don't know if the dude's alive. So
would you clarify to the
So there's a video
audience.
That's circulating right now.
Yes.
Circulating. Of a snake.
Slithery
little snake. The guy was taking a slithery little selfie and he got bit in the throat by it. It was a python. It's fucking funny.
Is the dude alive?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Actually, I don't know if he's alive. I shouldn't be. If he's not alive, I shouldn't be laughing.
Oh my god. Well, still, like, why selfie with...
Well, no, they were holding it. I guess the one dude wasn't holding it at the head properly. And so, like, when the one dude was there...
serpent. It's a wild amphibian.
Look, like...
shouldn't be tamed.
Okay. So, practically, when I was looking for this...
You're searching.
Well, no, I have to go look back because I don't know if this guy's alive or not. So if I was laughing at him, I'm going to edit some shit out. Oh. So, okay. So in India's northwestern Rajasthan state, some guys removed a snake from a school. So practically they were holding the python that they took and they were posing with it. So practically... Okay, so the man only suffered minor injuries, so okay, I get to have a good conscience, knowing that I can laugh at his dumbass face.
Yeah, you can sleep well tonight.
I mean, sure, but like, anyway, so this snake, right? And I'm thinking like, because I remember after like, every time that now like a video circulates of an animal hurting a human, mm-hmm. There's always a caption, he did it for Harambe, or he did it for Cecil. I feel like this is going to be up there. This is going to be one of those things.
Oh, God. Anything to do with animals now has to...
It has to.
Well, even, I don't know where...
Like bird shits on windows for Harambe. Like, just shit like that. It just...
I even have friends who have, like, literally the sticker of dicks out for Harambe. Like, they made stickers of the words.
Oh, and you put on
the top of their car, like, on the front window.
For everyone to see.
So everyone can see that they have their dicks out for Harambe.
At all times. I can't think of a time where I wasn't thinking about him, so I had to do it. There's another reason that I'm strapped in this room, because I'm not allowed to leave because I exposed myself too much.
You're pretty.
You know what?
Just to clarify, if you need to insult someone in a nice way, just call them pretty.
You guys say it. You're pretty. Like you gotta go like you're so
pretty.
Fucking,
yeah.
You're so pretty.
But also,
and then when they walk away, you're gonna turn your head, spit out in disgust.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. You don't see that part. I do that a lot.
Oh shit! Well, yeah. Gotta clean that shit up, dude.
There's a lot of reasons why I'm in this room. I spit it on people. Some people call me the camel kid because that's spitting at people when they kiss me.
That's a new one. I'm gonna call you the camel kid.
The camel kid.
Camel kid.
Because it's 2 humps and I'm done. Anyway,
that was a good one. Actually.
I know. Actually, I'm gonna pat myself in the back.
I'll give you a high five for that one.
I would high five you if my hands weren't restrained.
Shit, I forgot.
Yeah. Here, just kind of bob the screen. There we go. All right. God damn it. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, sorry. With the picture of the snake dude that got bit of the video or whatever.
The dude was smiling.
What?
He was. I was just remembering how like he had this big ass smile on his face. This snake was lunging for his throat. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah, I wish I was him. Yeah. But I know somewhere. I don't know where. I know it's somewhere in Asia. I can't recall the area, place, whatnot. Somewhere. But I know that they do.
Take a wild guess. I dare you.
I'm not. No.
I can't wait to see someone so just triggered by this.
Triggered. But I know that they sedate tigers, just so people can get up close and personal and take a selfie with them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Which is really awful that they really monopolize in any way possible for a good photo.
It's just.
Why are you mistreating animals in that sense? It's kind of...
That reminds me... I'm sorry. I had watched another podcast, and they were talking about how they met Bruce Lee. This was the Creature as they discussed how they met Bruce Lee. Not Bruce Lee. I'm such a fucking idiot. Stan Lee. They met Stan Lee.
Get the Lee part right. Don't need to hate on yourself for it. Come on.
They're completely different people. So opposite. One's alive, first of all. Secondly, there's just so much. Okay, anyway, so practically when they went to go see him, he was so like ill, he was sick, and he's old as shit, and he just like there's kind of like a guy behind him looking like he was standing him up, like like he looks so like signing autographs and stuff.
Oh
and,
my
like,
god!
And just like I'm thinking like maybe they just kind of like sedate him and like bring him out like, come on, Mr. Julian, sign some papers.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, they say he's making comic books. He's not making comic books, but he's practically dead. He's old as shit.
Yeah, he's still a legend. He still makes appearances in
somehow
movies.
That's actually just straight up CGI. You know, like they did the Tupac hologram.
Oh
yeah.
Shit! Well, do you see Straight Outta Compton?
I actually haven't seen that movie. I'm very disgusted with myself. I haven't seen that movie.
Okay, no. I'm just saying, like, at one point, because they do their timeline of their life, there's a point where they are with Tupac, and the person, whoever, I don't know what they did for the movie, whoever played Tupac looked so much like Tupac in the movie. Because
Tupac
that's
never
another
died.
conspiracy theorist that he just hid away and he didn't actually die, and I'm shit.
There's actually there's a theory out there.
Oh really?
That I'm gonna talk about another thing that you should, if you're interested in just stupid shit, you should watch this, because that's basically all I watch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, mostly, you know.
Oh yeah, I've seen some weird shit that he sent me. So I don't know. I can never unsee that.
Come on now. Don't be shy.
No.
Shout out to Stamper. But yeah, no, he so there's a theory that do you know the island of Hawaii is fake?
The island of Hawaii fake.
Is fake. It is a simulation. Once you get on the plane, it simulates a plane ride, and you end up just in a big building with simulated mountains and trees, and it's not actually real. I just made that bullshit up on the top of my head, so don't believe anything you hear on the internet. I was just mostly the point I was trying to get across. So, but there's actually a...
That's fucking hilarious! I'm like, no, that's bullshit. I actually wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. Like,
actually, yeah, though.
The world's flat. Is it round? I don't fucking know.
This is my life's actually just a TV show. You're just on channel Slater right now. Whoever's watching.
Probably.
So many reasons I'm in this psych
mom.
ward. So
Hi,
many
Mom.
reasons. Hi, Mom. Hope you enjoy your channel. It's like different perspectives. Just like, Tianna's like, bye, Mom. Then it's like, switches her channel. Bye, Tianna. Fucking bitch.
Mommy, don't think that, right? Oh, I feel bad. I'm talking bad about Mama Sarra.
Nah.
Shout out, Mom. I love you.
Shout out. But, don't listen to this.
It's too late now. It's too deep into the podcast.
Fair. So, yeah, no, there's a documentary on Netflix.
There's many documentaries.
There are many documentaries. This one in particular caught my eye.
Okay.
And I believe the title of it is called "The Real Paul McCartney is Dead." And I go into
I believe that's conspiracy.
A little bit. There's a lot backing up to it. I'm looking at the Abbey Road poster as we speak, and his footstep isn't aligned with the other three, and he's barefooted and has a cigarette. So, and no beard. So I mean,
just fuck the system.
Just fuck the system. He doesn't give a shit. Practically, there's a lot backing up, make it think like, oh, it's probably believable. Until this asshole at the start, who's in this like his own like studio room, I guess, with this tape, and he's holding this tape. He's got like a gray ponytail. He's like, in my hand is actual recording of George Harrison talking about Paul McCartney and how he was actually dead. And like what ended up happening was like it started playing, and it started from the beginning, and what ended up coming out of this recording was like the worst voice actor of George Harrison I've ever heard in my entire life talking about Paul McCartney. So it was like, so picture like you're thinking like, oh, I'm gonna go so in depth and stuff, like it's gonna hear it through George's voice, and you hear, I knew something was wrong when Paul showed up and he isn't the same guy. He died in a car crash. John lost his bonkers. It was like shit like that. It was like the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. And like,
that was a good like impression.
I try. I really do.
Yeah.
I practice in this box of a room.
You're really dedicating to the box right now.
Dude, the box, I can't leave, so I gotta have no choice.
Yeah, you gotta accept your fate, right?
They feed me my pills in 10 minutes. No.
Kinky.
Yeah, they force feed me it through a tube. No, I can't, I bite them so they put it up my rectal.
In your ass through a tube.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, though, sorry, tube kind of triggered.
No, it happens a lot.
Quote unquote branching as
branching is real. Anyone else branches out there, and I'm so sorry for you. Anyway, there was something there was a story I'd like to talk about that I thought was a pretty good story. So practically.
Oh no, never mind. No, I was gonna say refer to the last podcast if you'd like to know the gnome story.
Oh yeah, if you'd like to know the good old gnome story. That is probably one of the greatest stories I've ever heard.
My favorite story I've ever heard.
I was gonna save this for another time because I thought it was a funny story that I'd like to share when my friend McCrae was on the podcast. Unfortunately, he couldn't come, so I'd like to share this anyway because it's a funny story for me and him.
Best.
Probably one of the better stories. So. I've told quite a bit of stories. I don't know if there's I think I told a story about this assassination story where, I don't know if you've heard, but I went to the mall with him and this dude offered, he thought we were guys he was looking for, and he showed up in the suit and glasses, and he looked at us, and like we were like 13, 14 at times, like, hey, you guys come and you guys need the hitman? And we're like, what? He's like, You guys don't want the hitman for 40 grand? And we're like, no. Oh shit, okay. And like he left, and this was at the mall in Abbotsford, and we're like, what the fuck? That is so what? Like, did you just ask if we needed like someone to kill?
Are you sure you're not like Hitman the video game?
No, dude. Like this dude literally came up to us like, you guys need a hitman, and we're like, no.
To 14-year-olds, I feel like it's bullshit.
No, like. This dude was bald. He had glasses on.
He's the
He had a suit. No, that's not the weird thing though. He had sneakers on, and he had like a bright yellow mustard backpack. So I'm convinced that this dude like stayed in his basement and like has a gun, and he's just kind of waiting for his opportunity.
I feel like he's taking the hitman roleplay way too far.
Maybe that.
Maybe he's.
I like to think
if he's wearing sneakers, he's a.
I'm hoping that
he lives in his mom's basement.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it was literally just like a punk video or something where like.
Oh, I wish MTV came out and be like, "Fuck you,
you fucking idiots!" Like, oh shit, I'm not even famous. Why am I here? But but the story I wanted to tell.
Oh, that wasn't the story.
That wasn't the story. That was another story I told on a different podcast.
Oh.
So. You've never been skiing or snowboarding?
No, sadly.
So neither had McCrae when I had gone up with him to Sun Peaks Resort in Kamloops? Yeah, Kamloops. And Kamloops, British Columbia. So I go up there with his family. I go up with his dad, his dad's girlfriend, and their kids. So we're up there. I tried snowboarding. Sucked. I had skied a couple years beforehand. So I'm going down the mountain like it's nothing. He's still working on it. He's getting better. This is his first day skiing.
So sorry, McCrae.
I'm not sorry at all. You fucking deserve it. So we were on this trail, and we didn't really know where we were. We're kind of off trail a bit, and we're kind of going uphill. We're like, this is stupid. Like I was like, McCrae, this is dumb. I'm going left through this tree line. You have to come with me. He's like, no, dude. No, I'm not coming. No way. I was like, fine. Stay there. And like I went down. I looked back up. He didn't come down for like, I waited 10 minutes. His dad came down. He's like, hey, where's McCrae? I don't know where McCrae is. Oh, that's weird. Then like the whole family's on. Hey, where's McCrae? I don't know where he is. Oh, okay. Go down the bottom of the hill. So about a half hour had passed. We'd called we call the I keep forgetting the name. But they're the medics on the mountain. Ski patrol? I would guess ski patrol.
I was like snow patrol.
Snow patrol, yeah.
Close enough. Yeah,
ski patrol, I guess would be the word. I don't know. Something. The medics, the rescuers, search and rescue, we'll say.
Sure.
So search and rescue was up there looking for him. I was at the bottom hill with his dad's girlfriend's son Johnny, who was I think he's like in elementary school at the time, and we're looking at this map. And he's like, "Where's McCray?" I'm like, "I don't know." We were there. He should have went down. I don't know where he went. And I was kind of like going up on the map, and I was like, I kind of saw like the double black diamonds. Like, there's no way he went to the double black diamonds. And like this was an hour. This is an hour.
Intense stuff like double.
So like say like the green circle, that's like easy beginners, and then it goes blue, I think double blue to black, and then double black diamonds like hardest, like moguls and shit, like just hard as shit.
Okay.
Pretty fun but hard. So an hour had passed, and he starts coming. He skis down the mountain, and he's covered in snow. I didn't see him at first. All I heard was slowly getting closer. Slater, I hate you. I hate you so much. And I'm like, I turned up like, what? And like, first thing he did was like hit me in the shin with his ski pole. He's like, why the fuck did you leave me up there? I had to go. Okay, so practically what happened, in a less pissed off McCray voice, is he ended up on a double black diamond trail, first time skiing ever, and he fell so often that he ended up just picking his skis up and walking down the mountain until it was like flatter. And like ski patrol didn't see him, but like there were what is it? They were grooming the mountain, so they have this vehicle and they groom the slopes to make the powder and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I guess some of that went on him and stuff like that. Like it was a bad time for him, and like he tried killing me like about every night. But I'll try posting the picture up in the video. But there's a really good photo of me and him we were in front of the ski patrol building, and it was a big smile. He was
not happy camper.
He's not the happiest camper.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know if I went on a double black diamond my first time, I would be crying.
Dude, you wouldn't have knees.
Or I'd be laughing and be like, this is so fucking awesome, but awful at the same time.
Oh, man. I remember, like, I was so cocky as a kid skiing. Like, I would go as fast as I can.
You're that
and
asshole.
I was that asshole kid. And, like, and this is not the first time I've lost or been lost with someone. Like, I got lost my first time skiing with my cousin Haley. And, like, people were looking for us, too. We had to, like, ski down to the village. People were looking for us, and, like, had to call a bunch of people. But my first time, I just went down. I was going as fast as I can, thinking, oh, man, this is so easy. Oh, dude, is that a jump? Oh, I'm going to hit that jump. I've never landed so flat on my back before, and I've never gotten the wind taken out. Like, on impact, like, every, like, just little chemical, just every oxygen particle that was in my body just came out, and I was like, start crying like I was a kid, but like
karma's a bitch.
Karma, dude, I was. Anyway, so I was kind of a little shit. I was kind of a little shit.
I think we all are at a point in our lives.
Sometimes you just don't grow out of it, and you're still a little piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know,
well, it just kind of lingers. I think once you get to a certain age.
Does it?
Yeah, a little bit.
I think I disagree, but I think I agree. Yeah, you could keep the lingering shit going for a very long time. For 18 to 19 years, you could probably keep that thing
strong,
going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It enhances at peaks in your life, days, minutes, seconds.
Milliseconds.
Yep.
What is time? Time doesn't exist.
Time's
this podcast
perception.
doesn't exist. This is all a simulation. I'm still in the box room. She's just a doctor talking to me.
Oh god. Yeah, it's all in your head.
This is all a game.
This is all a dream. Oh fuck. Okay.
Oh, we're in too deep. In too deep, like the Harambe meme. I haven't been on
drowning.
Facebook in a long time. Is it still going?
Yes, and Facebook's a fucking joke. Well, okay, you know the Arthur fist? That's a big thing.
Yeah,
That's a big thing.
I actually enjoyed that one.
There's something. I feel like there's something else that's really big right now. I don't know. A lot of stupid shit happens all the time. I fucking try to avoid Facebook as much as possible.
Yeah.
It's really fucking just garbage.
What I ended up doing was I deleted the actual Facebook app, but I kept the messenger because I have a lot of group chats and communication through that way. Like for Left Room for Progress, we talk a lot through that for planning and stuff. Mm-hmm. What usually happens is Luke will say, "Hey, I'm busy." Kieran's off somewhere. Jeremy's getting laid, and Aiden's
get it, boo.
Aiden's slamming brews and slamming pussy, obviously.
Go Aiden. Whoa. Get it, boo.
Yo. You run through my mind all the time, man.
I thought it was Harambe.
Well, I mean, I got a big head. You got some space to run. There's not a lot in there, so you got a lot of space to just run around.
So it's just Harambe and Aiden.
Yeah, actually, if you want to listen closely, if I hit my head, yeah, see it echoes.
That was really... You tried so hard, and I appreciate that. Yeah. Wait, I thought you had your hands tied, bitch.
I hit my head against the window.
You just stop. You're okay.
I'm too deep. Fuck. Okay.
Tap out. Tapping out.
I'm gonna tap out of this podcast because I've run quite out of things to talk about. I'm run thin.
Am I not interesting enough to talk about?
Well, shit. We got anything to talk about, Tianna?
We can talk about anything and everything.
Well, Tianna, would you like to talk about your YouTube channel?
Oh. Pulling that out of left field.
Oh, yeah. So, if you were not aware, Tianna has a YouTube channel. If you guys would like to check it out, if you'd like to say the name and what kind of videos are on there, you go right ahead. If Christian was here, but he kind of tapped out, I would have done the same thing to him. So
he has a YouTube channel?
He does.
Oh my gosh.
I'll put his on there, too. I don't give a shit.
Oh my god.
I'll put Stampers, too, because they quoted his video.
Not that. Don't watch that link.
Please, I'm gonna put that link.
Avoid
if
that.
only I had a fairy wish prince.
Go. Oh god.
Why you have bibs? My plump juicy
okay, stop. You need to stop. Tap out. I'm tapping out.
All right.
Oh, my thing. It's called A Peaceful World to Coexist, and I make videos about anything and everything, so we can talk about topics that actually matter. And
because nothing we say on here matters at all.
No.
Complete bullshit.
No, yeah, because podcast versus my channel,
just
totally different, and mine's way better.
Yeah, it's not like our channel's gonna get super cool. And you guys come in anytime soon.
It could be like, what's his name? Joe Rogan? Is that who he is?
Yeah, I'll be Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I guess
we'll come back every time there's a UFC fight. We'll talk about it. I don't know shit about UFC. WWE though.
He talks about all random shit, doesn't he? I know he's very big, avid weed enthusiast.
Yeah. We'll be Joe Rogan podcast. We'll have some professionals on this time. We'll get some real pros on here, and we'll talk about some real stuff. I'll get
because I'm not a pro, sadly.
No, we're still children. Well, at least you are. I'm a legal adult. Isn't that scary to think about?
I'm technically an adult just because I'm 18.
Yeah, move to Quebec or something.
If I go to
or Alberta.
I'm gonna go to Alberta and be legal and drink away my sorrows.
She'll go to Cowboys in Calgary and watch midget wrestling every Thursday, or is it second Thursday? One of the two. I need to go to it.
To what was the midget name?
Andre the Not So Giant.
Oh,
I don't know if that's actually true, but I just made that up.
But we'll be hopeful.
I hope there is.
We will let you know in the near future when we go to Alberta, or one of us, or who knows.
To Alberta. We're not coming back. It's gonna be Stampede season, and let me tell you, I'm drinking some beers and I'm going on that bowl.
See, we had a bowl at Night to Remember. Yeah, dry grad. We had a riding mechanical bull.
That's bullshit.
That shit's actually pretty okay, unless you have jeans that actually stick, or
Oh, I thought you literally meant unless you have I thought you meant if you literally have jeans that your human Like you're
so a body. Okay.
If you're generations of people that are just white and they do rodeos, then you're golden.
No, if you actually have genes that you put on your lower half of your body that can actually stick to the bull.
Oh, actually, that reminds me of mean. Does a dog wear pants on all four legs or just back two? Anyways, I'm gonna end this podcast.
That's a good question. Okay.
That's actually. We're gonna do a lot of pondering on that, but I'm just gonna full out say it doesn't eat pants because it's a fucking dog. So.
Did you just assume?
I'll assume whatever the fucking want. I'll assume this thing's over.
Oh.
So have a good time. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Stay rad, friends. Stay rad, and please come visit the box. I'm very lonely in here.
He needs friends.
They only feed me twice a day.
I only make so much money from him.
I'm running out of money. I can only do so much from the box.
Thanks for having me.
Shit.